We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Mets. The Phillies have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Rick Porcello gets the starting nod for the Mets. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It'll be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Digging in, Gene Segura. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone to lead off the inning. So it's a solo shot on the very first pitch of the ball game. 6th home run on the season for him, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Man, this guy didn't even get a chance to get comfortable on the mound. Throws a pitch, and just like that, it's 1-0.
Batting second.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Now this ball's hit out to deep left center. Looking up is Cespedes. Gone! What a start. Back-to-back homers from the first 2 batters of the game. It's a solo shot off the bat of Andrew McCutchen, number 11 for him on the season, as the Phillies have taken a 2-0 lead.
Just a couple of minutes ago, the home crowd was pumped for the beginning of this game. But when you hit back-to-back homers to start the game, they have a tendency to sit on their hands. Can't start a game any better than that, folks.
Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season.
Bryce Harper.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Conforto will wait on it. 1 gone. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, I appreciate the way Bryce Harper plays the game. The guy is in the middle of the lineup, and when he's in the middle, things just happen. Guys in front of him get on, he drives them in, and if not, he has the ability to get things started and set the guys up behind him. He's a force.
Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they come out of the gate slowly. Just 1 of their first 4 have been wins.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, talk about a team that's scuffling right now. I had a chance to talk to the manager before the game. He's not happy. The players aren't happy.
There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius.
The third base.
Porcello has tossed more than 2,000 major league innings, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
That is good.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that brings up JT Realmuto. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Popped him up. And McNeil will put it away to retire the side. So they get 3 runs here, all coming via solo home runs. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Phillies 3, the Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Aaron Nola is on the mound for game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you always like to begin the season on a good note. In his first start of the year, he did just that, picking up the win. There's nothing he'd like to do more than to get number 2 in this one here.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Ahmed Rosario.
Pitch on the way. And a strike called at the knees, 0-1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Now the pitch.
Nope, outside.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball, just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Again, a 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McCutchen is under it, and that's the first out of the inning. With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Focusing on this lineup, Matt. One thing jumps out at me. They are going to have to be good at situational hitting. The guy on the opposition right now on the bump has been throwing the ball great. He's not going to give him anything. I know in today's game everybody's trying to go deep, but I'm telling you, a good hit and run, taking that extra bag today might be the difference between winning and losing.
He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now the 1-0. The swing and a miss, strike 1. His past line against Aaron Nola. He's 1 for 4. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes now. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Harper. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Up next will be Nick Williams. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First delivery to him on the way. is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Marisnick going back. Leaps, and he makes the catch. He took away a home run. Wow.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on. But he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
So one away here with the bases empty, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Kingery has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. Ground ball left side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Aaron Nola.
Into the box, Aaron Nola. Runner goes. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. McNeil takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the middle infielder, Gene Segura.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
A pitch out, the throw, and they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He was hitless in the shutout last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Love the early lead, but this game is far from over. Got to stay on top of what you're trying to do out there and execute pitches.
The windup and the 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Alonso is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. And the knuckle curve that time. Got him swinging, and that's the first out.
Not a lot of guys throw that knuckle curve, but some guys have a lot of success with it. Some say it has more bite than the traditional curveball, but I think it's more of a field thing. It just works for certain pitchers, and it worked right there.
At the plate, Michael Conforto, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Every pitcher looks to get off to a good start, and I'd say he's off to a good start. How about the first 5 batters he's faced? 3 of them he's sent down via the strikeout.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Gene Segura.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one. Now here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. After it is Marisnick. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB. Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins, and it's fouled away. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marisnick on the move. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Phillies strand one, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Late swing there at the breaking ball. Must have been looking for something else.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fouled off. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Boy, he's really on a roll on the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the third. And up next, the center fielder, Jake Marisnick. Here comes the first pitch. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Nope. Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1. Mets are still looking for their first hit of the ball game. Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away.
He's racking up a fair amount of strikeouts now out there. That's 6 to this point. So he's got good stuff, and he's fooling a lot of these hitters.
To the plate now, Rick Porcello. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at a first pitch fastball for strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And he pops it up. But this will land untouched. Looking to set down the side on strikes. Here it comes. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings. 6 in a row, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They trail in this one 3-0. Here's Didi Gregorius. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The third baseman, Didi Gregorius.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. First pitch of the at-bat. And this is popped foul, but perhaps playable behind first. And no one can get there. He'll try it again. He pulls this one into right. Conforto is there, and he has it for the out.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
So coming to the plate, JT Realmuto. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the air now, out to left. Cespedes is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the 7th.
Digging in, Nick Williams. First delivery to him on the way. Belted high and deep into right center. Looking up is Marisnick. And it's gone as they add still another. Solo shot to right center. 6th home run on the season for him as the Phillies have opened things up now 4-0. The long ball is playing in this one. That was the 4th blast of the game so far for this lineup. Dan, D-Row, what are your thoughts on what they're doing as a team so far?
Matty V, D-Row, I don't know what you think, but this is like crazy. 4th round tripper of the game so far.
They're missing over the heart of the plate, not using the quadrants. In the hitters meeting, they focused on this stuff. They thought these guys could miss middle, and that's exactly what's happening.
4 runs, 6 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Down 0-2, maybe simplify the game plan right here. Get on the heater, even though he has 5 weapons to go to.
Oh, there it goes. In the air to left center, and you can forget about this one. Back-to-back home runs. So a solo shot here to left center field, number 10 for him on the year, as they extend the lead to 5-0. In now, Aaron Nola. Hops this one up just beyond the infield on the right side. And McNeil will put it away to retire the side. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Philadelphia is on top, 5-0. Digging in to try it again, Ahmed Rosario back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Pitch on the way. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Ahmed Rosario becomes the first out in the bottom of the fourth inning.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis the next to bat. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Now here it comes. Oh my goodness, talk about a developing story here. 8 straight strikeouts, and there are 2 away now.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
So here's Jeff McNeil. As he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. The windup and the 0-1. Chopped on the ground to first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Ready to go in the top of the 5th. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Gene Segura. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is after it. He gets there to make the play for the first out of the inning. Digging in once again, Andrew McCutchen. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Hit on the ground to third. Davis brings it in. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away.
Now batting, right field.
Next to dig in will be Bryce Harper. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's the first pitch to him. 5 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Hit hard on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all now for Rick Porcello. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Paul Sewald will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far.
Number 51, Paul Sewald.
Rhys Hoskins will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. High and deep to left center field. Marisnick going back. A leap, and oh wow, a great effort to make the play and end the inning. Another look here as he goes up and over the wall to take away a home run. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. So here's Pete Alonso. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Out in front of it, strike one. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2.
This is one of the things that makes him so effective as a pitcher, able to pound the zone with all different options.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
If this doesn't boost your confidence on the mound, I'm not sure what does. That's 6 pitches and 2 strikeouts in the inning, and that was a really nice fastball for the punch out on that one.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
2 out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Mets. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Didi Gregorius. First offering on its way. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a liner, but foul. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Conforto is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting.
Ready for another shot now. JT Realmuto. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Now here it comes. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Marisnick is after it. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ready once again. Nick Williams. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
Yeah, that last at bat, Natty, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he fouls this one off. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. Into the upper deck, but foul.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Pulled toward right center field. Conforto will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. If they want to get things going, how about trying to get some base runners on or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Here's Jake Marisnick. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch outs and working on number 5.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
Robinson Cano will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 24, Robinson Cano.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Big swing, but a little dribbler here to the right side of the mound. And the off-balance throw gets him as he takes away a hit, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1-2-3. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. Jerry Familia is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
And in steps Scott Kingery. He'll lead it off here as we begin inning number 7.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Up next for Philadelphia, the pitcher, Aaron.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Aaron Nola. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. And he won't take any chances on that one as this is scooped away in foul territory for the first strike. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Action in the Mets bullpen now. It's both a lefty and a right-hander that start to throw. Popped up. Alonso in foul ground, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 1-2, and it's fouled away. The 1-2, liner towards second, and the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
Hey, you talk about having a game right here. This guy's working on a no-no, and he mixed in a knock. How would you like to be on the mound knowing you got more hits than the opposition? You haven't given up anything.
Gene Segura standing in as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Conforto will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. So 2 are gone now in the Philadelphia 7th, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. After it is Marisnick. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Philadelphia as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
We're moving right along into this one as we head into the late innings. Listen, if you want to score, you got to have to bunch some hits together, and they haven't been able to do that so far. So hopefully this leadoff guy, this will be the right guy at the right spot to get something going. What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Going for strikeout number 15. Here's a little chopper up the middle. And there's one down now. Into the box now, J.D. Davis. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
Well, he got the leadoff guy hitting on a ground out, and now he's 0-2 to start this at bat. He looks really sharp so far to start the 7th.
To the left side, but it's well foul. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Standing in now, Jeff McNeil. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Fouled off. hit hard to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. 7 perfect innings as he begins to close in now. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Phillies lead this one 5-0. Justin Wilson will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 38, Justin Wilson.
Here's Bryce Harper now.
Leading off for the Phillies, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
First delivery to him on the way. Rolled slowly to first. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So here's the cleanup hitter, Rhys Hoskins. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Wilson is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center. And I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. His 2nd home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. Guys, do you believe what we're seeing here today? With 6 home runs so far, this lineup is turning in a performance for the ages at the plate.
Yeah, Matty V, you don't see this very often, D-Row, when it's cold and chilly like this. Wind blowing in a little bit, but we're still seeing a lot of home runs.
Yeah, Dan, I can't explain it. Let's just tip our hats to both offenses right now because they came to play. Moving traffic against this cold weather, not easy to do.
Stepping in now, Didi Gregorius as he lifts it in the air to right field. Conforto is there, 2 down. Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. From the stretch. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. Looking up is Cespedes. Gone! JT Realmuto with a solo shot. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead swells to 7-0. Brad Brock enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 29. Brad Brock. The center fielder, number 5, Nick Williams.
Into the box now, Nick Williams. And he puts it on the ground to second. He's got it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on 1 pitch, and the inning is over. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Phillies on top, 7-0. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect. But getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now.
Yet another strikeout for him on the mound. And fellas, this has been one of his favorite victims tonight. That's the third time he sent him packing, so he's got him pretty well figured out. Not that the rest of this lineup has been much better.
To the plate now, Michael Conforto. As he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. No hits to this point. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Ball inside.
1 out, nobody on. Conforto behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top notch. This guy's a horse.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And another one. Strikeout number 17 in the ball game as he keeps racking them up.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and next is the catcher Wilson Ramos. Here's the first pitch to him. Pulls this one in the air out to left. McCutchen on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So he makes it through 8 with the perfecto still intact. We've played 8 full. Philadelphia's on top 7-0. Set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the former first-rounder Scott Kingery. Now here's the pitch. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. As we head toward a conclusion in this one, I think it's fair to say that it's going to be a long time before you see a team perform like this again at the plate.
Yeah, the ability of this lineup to hit that many home runs, I mean, strewn throughout the line, it screams to the modern day of baseball. The 3 true outcomes, these guys aren't worried about hitting singles. They're trying to stop traffic over that fence.
D-Roy, it can't be better said. I think the day and age right now for pitchers is you have to approach just about every pitch like it's a 2-strike pitch. No get-me-over curveballs, no get-me-over changeups. Every pitch has to be thrown with a purpose.
Ready with the 0-1. Popped up. McNeil has a play, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Stepping into the box, Gene Segura. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First offering on its way. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Fouled away. This is line to left. Cespedes is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies down in order, and they hold a 7-0 lead. So here's Yoenis Cespedes starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. Now the 1-2 pitch.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
Line drive to center field. Williams is there, 1 away.
Center fielder, number 16, Jake Marisnick.
Now at the plate, Jake Marisnick. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
0-1 the count. The 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Man, this dude is locked in on the mound. He's throwing each pitch with confidence.
Struck him out. 18 strikeouts for him now.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Eduardo Nunez will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Nunez.
Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. The 0-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
He's in complete command of his two-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Strike 3 called, and it's over. He's pitched a perfect game.
Yeah, you've heard when it rains, it pours. Well, it was raining dominance out here in this one. 27 up, 27 down, and he barely broke a sweat half the time. That's one of the rarest feats in all of sports, and I'm just excited I was here to be a part of it. Perfection is always beautiful.
Well, you don't have to look too far to find our tops player of the game. I'd say anytime you throw a perfect game, you'd be a pretty strong candidate.
Yeah, no need to offer any debate this time. All you have to do is look at the box score. No hits, no walks, not even a base runner. We talked about his brilliance all game long, and you can bet he's going to celebrate this one tonight.
Our final.
Hey there, baseball fans. Justin Allegri. The season is still young.